Hey, Sonetta, I got a question for you. Won't you tell me why it is that the world of academia, intellectual circles, respected scientists, reputable theologians, and world-renowned thinkers and philosophers, innovators, leaders in their field, people that are actually in the labs, on the ground, in the classrooms, figuring out ways to beat diseases, advance medicine and technology, etc., why do they not have anything like the House of Consciousness?
I have become greatest of the great. I have come into being among the beings who clear the vision of the soul and I know why a greatest lock is made for a what? A what? So never disrespect me again.
Because God, when the flood took place, 40 days, 40 nights, he allowed so much as a pig. He put a spirit on the pig. He let the women eat their own babies. Why don't God put a spirit on the Israelites and stop them from eating their own children?
Kemet on trial, title of that damn lecture. Destroyed the Hebrews with the power of our ancestors. Our clans better didn't talk or debate, huh, Daniela? Or Zion Lex, don't hate on Kemet, y'all fans betcha. And Sonetta, bringing knowledge to the masses. With the undisputed knowledge, they don't teach in classes. Kemet, Black Power movement, do you understand? We on trial, Hebrews thought they had the upper hand. Polite killed them with that footage from the motherland. Hush too much rah-rah, Nazi Elder Gabar. The young Yawasop, when is y'all gon' stop? We got tombs and mummies, y'all just got some rocks. Me and my squad illa, plus the Magi and the God Killer. Shout out to Hefshet Sut and the King Haru, the son of Amin-Ra, Asepata Asa. Now Valley's here, we came to bring it home. Kim is back to claim the throne.
Okay, so I need to tell people, please, wake up. They can't show me or show the bones of anybody in the Bible. They can't show me no Hebrew. If the Hebrews built the pyramids, where did pyramids...
Amin-Ra squad up, Magi archers in the building, please believe. Oh shit. If you ain't Sonetta, no time for that interview, dog. I put my shit out for niggas, I don't send it to blogs. Clan kill off the Buddha, not being discreet. One puff this big pops and projectiles. Sun run, cold game, bring your cleats. The best flow blow, Eskimo, penguin feet. Don't need no blunt to burn. You run the turf with 10 niggas on the block. That's a punt return. Ayo, Dolomite prototype soldier with the solar light. Saber and he hold it like he hold a mic. Golden ice benders, sipping on that overpriced poltergeist spirits. Ripping at the open mic, spoke the nice lyrics like Mama moved mean overnight. Golden motorbike holding on some Tron shit. That nice neon kit is on it. The king's libation with exotic liqueur. The queen's vibration like a Sada Shakur. A lot of decor, imported foreign threads, they ain't got at the store. Nubian Kush and black top pottery jaws. 39% THC, the quality pure. Old rappers try to spit, ain't hot as before. It's like I'm five like the ball, bust the shots at the floor. Cats switch up their style when they ain't got it no more. Cause they gotta keep their product in stores to feed their kids. See what that weed did? The yes man agreeing on everything we said. I smell the mic like it's the love of my life. Don't get sliced and beat with the butt of the knife. Brother polite, I say I'm animalistic, cause I still be in the hood with my hand on my pistol. The Hebrews think I'm cannibalistic, E5 divination, channel the mystic, audio visionary. Let's play poetical Pictionary. Picture me burning down your missionary. Yeah, then I send you religion. That red dot on your head, that's Hindu tradition. invisible, independent, intrinsic shit. I'll bring it all to an end with indivisible gains. Charles Xavier, getting your brain. Mental anguish, a manifesting physical pain. Wizard remains to dance in the chemical rain. Breathe slow, then I'm up out of this physical plane. Got military machinery that exercise, weaponized greenery. Shine at a jeopardize the scenery, son. Bruh, the beam 10 times your distance. Inclines convention. Stop rising with no trend line resistance. The parabolic breakout. I'm F-16 with the aeronautic fake out.
God killer, the God killer, the God killer, the God killer. It's the God killer, the God killer.
That's who it is.
The God killer, the God killer. It's the God killer, the God killer, the God killer, the God killer. It's the God killer, the God killer, the God killer, the God killer.
Oh man, Black African Power. What's good? What's happening? A well-organized lie defeats a disorganized truth every time. Woo-hoo-wee. Man, y'all already know what it is, man. It's God Killer in the house. And I'm coming to do what I got to do, and I'm gonna do what I got to do. I'm standing tall, I'm standing strong. Hey, Bobby banging this bitch. What's good, family? Man, what it do, man? Hey, y'all know I've been getting in, man, putting in the proper work to prepare myself for the conversation. They say it's a debate. I say it's a high-level conversation of what we need to do moving forward. Man, y'all already know. So some of y'all spooked out. Some of y'all not. Man, yeah, Mika, what's good with you? What it do? What it do? I see you got your bulletproof vest on. All we got to do is survive to the next day, and we be back to play again. Here goes the topic. Let me give you all the topic of the debate, man. I think this is good. I think I said it the other day, but I want to kind of put it in there. Man, my daughter talking about she about to dunk. Well, my daughter trip. Shout out to Yanni Mo. I love Shorty, man. All right. She's getting older, right? She doing her thing. She's trying to figure out herself in life. Shout out to her. Let me see. Oh man, let me look, and then I want to tell y'all something about y'all believing brain, man. That's funny to me, yo. Let me see. Yeah, so yeah. All right, that flyer need to be changed to spirituality versus science, which is better for the Black communities around the world. That's where we at. Yeah. We already know. Say cool can be flim flam, y'all. You're gonna switch it. You're gonna switch up. Gonna come in that sound like me. Watch them. I promise you. Where is this book I'm looking for, man? Something I wanted to read out of this book, man. And good morning. And good morning to all my friends. Good morning for you. Donald Prethero. That's what I'm looking for. Calling Donald Prethero. Where in the hell is Donald Prethero? Where is he at? So yeah, y'all see this right here, the Portuguese in West Africa, 1415 and 1670. Y'all see the title show, The State of Misinformation in the Conscious Community. I wonder if y'all gonna be able to get past that. I don't think y'all gonna be able to get past that. I don't think so. It'll take years, man, of dedicated study, because you're dealing with dedicated pseudos. Yeah, they dedicated to their approach to make up shit. And, you know, you got elders, right, who, you know, that have not changed their stance on some stuff. Well, hell, you got the young people who really don't want to change their stance. You really think you know when you're young. And it's just a whole lot, man. You know, for me, man,
You know, I carry that weight, and that ain't it. Where the hell's the book at? I carry that weight, y'all. And, you know, it's like I'm sitting in this chair. I'm looking at all the stuff around me. I'm watching videos, right? I'm studying, and I'm seeing what the world is kind of understanding about the human being. And I'm saying the funny part about it is, even in Africa, when they're reaching the highest levels in math and science and mathematics, they say the same thing I'm saying. It's just the conscious community that refuse to adhere to the laws of nature. I'm going to say this again. The conscious community routinely refuse to deal with the laws of nature. It's the laws of nature that govern you around here. And I don't know why the hell y'all think that y'all got the ability. I ain't even going to say y'all. I'm going to say those who think they got the ability to actually, quote unquote, govern nature. Like y'all got some kind of power over nature. Even if you thought nature was God, you would understand you don't got no power over that. And even that, even when you believe in God, you think you got the power to move and control God. Hey, God. I thought I was hearing things. My fault. I couldn't have been that. Couldn't have been that. Anyway, y'all think y'all got the power to move God if it was a God. Hey, God, trying to win the football game. Need a touchdown. You know how they do it? And then they get one. I remember growing up in Catholic school. Father, hold on. How was it? The Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. Used to do that. I remember that. Yeah. Young kids, young Catholic school, yo, they was pushing your brain in that magnitude. Unstoppable. Yeah. Unstoppable. Evolution and science of creation. Bill Nye, you know him. We grew up on Bill Nye, the science guy. Yeah, half y'all on that saying, hell no, we ain't dealing with this white boy. Yeah. I already know. But every time you hit them brakes, going down the road with your beautiful babies in the car, you're dealing with the white boy. Every time. Walking contradictions, y'all don't want to hear it. That's when y'all get mad and tune out. You got plenty of people who will appease you with that. For me to appease you would to stunt your growth. Yeah. And I'm not here to impede your growth. I'm here to push you and prod you forward. Why can't I find the daggone book? Did the little man come in, the monster come in and get it? The monster must have came and got it. But yeah, man, let me see who we got in the chat. Don't look like I'm gonna find that. We got in the chat. Mika 1, Mr. Metro, Kiss Off, Heretic, Omar Reed. I see you. Shango, what's good, bro? One Life. Zariac. What's up? Hannibal, the Great. What's up? Sunchild, what it do? What it do? Okay, was it so what? Sunchild said, Hawkins said, science will move us towards extinction. Let me show you why that's a wild statement. One person don't move the needle. All right, but let me show you something. Let me show you why it don't even matter what she put. And shout out to you, sis. I ain't trying to, rain on your parade, but I'm gonna rain on your parade. We can start off right off the top with this, with a raining on a parade, right? Because he was thinking it sounded super slick. I know you thought that was slick. And I ain't trying to call you out because I appreciate your participation. I actually do. Yeah, I definitely appreciate your participation. Man. Yeah, I appreciate your participation. All right. So, when I'm just using it as a moment to teach. That's all. Let's see. All right, here we go. Yeah, so sis, whenever I bring something up, it's not really to get on you and call you out and all that, man, because you definitely got a right to your opinion. It's actually a moment for us to teach and we learn something. So the statement is, Stephen Hawking said, science will move us towards extinction. We don't know if that quote was taken out of context. Come on now. We're not sure about any of that. And I'm going to drop the link early and often, man. I see most of the Mars have died. At least the ones I know. Oh, man. Hey, y'all, hit that Cash App early and often, man. Let's jump for the first. Here, we're gonna jump out there. We're gonna address this with information. We're gonna come to the Museum of Natural History, the American Museum of Natural History. Take your kids there, it's important. Okay. All right. It say fossils that are abundant in the early rock layers are simply not present in later rock layers. If you've been following me, you understand what a strata is, or you understand what the layers of rocks are. And it says it again. Fossils that are abundant in earlier rock layers, meaning earlier, older, right? Rock layers are simply not present in the later rock layers. Meaning, what the hell happened to why it ain't there? Right? It say a wide range of animals and plants suddenly died out, from the tiny marine organisms to large dinosaurs. Okay. Species go extinct all the time. Scientists estimate that at least 99% of all species of plants and animals that ever lived are extinct. That ever lived. It says so. The demise of dinosaurs like T-Rex and Triceratops some 65 million years ago wouldn't be expressly noteworthy, except for the fact that around 5% of all plants and animals alive at the same time also died out in what scientists call a mass extinction. Brief history of Earth. Top extinctions. So I think for y'all to get this, remember, what I'm teaching is counterintuitive. You think you go outside, life is teeming. You go to Africa, life is teeming. South America, the rainforest, teeming with life. The oceans, life everywhere, right? And then when we going through a period, you automatically blame it on man. Yes, human beings have sped up global warming. So that's a scientific fact that global warming is being sped up by Homo sapiens sapiens. Key word in that, sped up. All right. So top 5 extinctions. All right. 44 million years ago. Okay. Silurian extinction. Okay. Small marine organisms died out. All right. What we got? Devonian extinction. 365 million years ago. Many tropical marine species went extinct. So I'm giving you periods of extinction. This is a regular occurrence on Earth. Remember I talked about earlier on how we think we can control nature. You can't. The Permian-Triassic extinction, 250 million years ago. The largest mass extinction event in Earth's history affected a range of species, including many vertebrates. You would be considered a vertebrate. Spinal cord. Now listen to me. You got people in this community teaching you that humans are 250 million years old. You got people in this community teaching that we always been here. But how? How do we get past our food supply going extinct? See, you never think about that. The Jurassic extinction, 210 million years ago. The extinction of other vertebrate species on land allowed dinosaurs to flourish. So when something go out, something comes in, allowing other things to what? To flourish. So ain't no human surviving in that arena with them big, large dinosaurs and those reptiles flying through the air, wilding out, man. That's gonna be a hard one, right? So that environment, that ecosystem, okay, would not actually be a manageable thing for Homo sapiens sapiens. But when these people come in front of you and they teaching, and they may be elders, they be all that, you're not armed with enough information to just appreciate the nuance in some of the things they may be saying and discard the foolery that they're hitting you with. And it's foolery because maybe they haven't up their game. Maybe they just stuck in where they at. And I'm not gonna say, I'm not, I don't want to just flat out say that the elders are pseudo, right? Because then I would have to start saying which ones and all that. I'll do that. Not today, though. Make a couple more enemies, right? Because they have no problem with saying what they're saying. And once you get to a certain age anyway, that what you saying? I cannot believe I don't know where that damn book is. And I wanted to show you that book. So anyway, on the screen, okay? The crustacean Terran extinction, 65 million years, right? Okay. So that's all you got, man. You ain't got nothing but everything dying around you. And I always talk about how death feeds life. Say this again. Death feeds life. Things die so that other things can live. And I give a point here. All right. And I dropped that link, man, jumping into the conversations, the healthy one, man. Shout out to all the support, man. Freedom of speech. What's up? Misunderstood. What's going on with you? How you feeling? How you doing? Glad you're in the building. We need to understand. Misunderstood. All right, Adrian, what's going on with you? Yeah. Humans are very good. There's plenty. There's about at least 15 different species of humans. You should study that. Yeah. And all of them would extinct except us. We're the last line. All right, and we ain't gonna have to do something. Man, this is the morning time, man. Get your coffee. Y'all got your coffee? Mm-hmm. Tea. All right. So we already into our mode right now. And I wonder where the hell is the book? Wanted to kind of give you a little, man, this ain't it. This the House of Wisdom, but this is definitely not this is not it. All right. I know it's not it. I'm pretty sure it's not it. Or it might be it. Nope. But I'm definitely using a piece out of this. All right. And debate because it's important, and there's some things that we think we know and we don't actually know. So yeah, that's important for us to kind of, learn how. Yeah. You would have failed the litmus test right there, boy. Y'all know the litmus test. Y'all know the litmus test. Yeah, you would have failed the litmus test. Shout out to Miss Tiff. All right. Let me see. Boy, they killed us so bad we can't even. Let me get you the other page. Let me see where we at here, man. All right, we're gonna get this thing cooking. Get it cooking, man. And so we just need to understand, yo, that what's a legit question? Where you at? Let me see. What's a legit question? What you got? What's a legit question? Put in the legit question. All right. So you know what? Before we make our minds up about anything, we should at least study the subject matter. And I'm not talking about studying the subject matter with wild information, man. Yeah, like you're not gonna and so the subject don't nobody like talking about, right? Y'all claim they killed out people with, right? Which is actually, some innovation that came from Africa, right? And y'all, you sitting there and I'm showing you the textbooks, right? And you got to read through some textbooks before you can say, out of pocket, right? Yeah, you got to actually read just look, textbooks. This is a textbook. Jane Flint, Vincent Raccanella, you know what I'm saying? Top-notch virologist, man. Yep. Book 1, book 2, okay? Volume 1, volume 2, molecular biology. All right, book 1 and book 2, pathogens and control. That's book 2. So if you don't even understand what a pathogen is, it took a long time before humans understood what a pathogen was. They thought it was evil spirit. So I'm not going to let y'all take me back to that place where we thought that the fact you were sick, it was evil. That ain't making sense for where we need to go moving forward. There are some that actually produce that. There are some that actually push you that way and have you think that the ways of old was super great. Yeah, the ways of old was great for the people doing the ways of old. Of course it was. Powerful people. And we was having a conversation. Shout out to Smash Rockwells. We was having a conversation yesterday about what we thought was good or bad, or how we felt about like indigenous people. If you look around you, the indigenous people are declining in this direction. There aren't 8.5 indigenous people, billion indigenous people. They're on this way, they on their way out. Slowly but surely, those customs and traditions are on their way out, right? Their customs and their traditions have been modernized on a slow climb. But this is the way it goes. Like, for instance, when you watch a football game, right? Go back 1930 or 40s, whenever football started, they got leather helmets. Y'all running around with leather helmets. I'm not going to say y'all. I'm going to say some of y'all, right? I want to give you a visual here so you can kind of get it. You're actually running around with a leather helmet and no face mask. When you over promote indigenous ideas, now you may think that I'm tripping when I'm saying this, and oh, there you go, you get right. That's why I don't have a lot of friends, because I need to tell it like it is, and sooner or later you will get it. So that leather helmet was fine when everybody had on a leather helmet and no face mask. And you know, the leather shoulder pads, the leather leg pads, the boot cleats, right? The goalpost in the middle of the damn field. Y'all remember that? The goalpost. It was like this. It was like this, and had that bar right here, right? That bar right here, right? And you catch the ball, run right into the damn thing. Boom! Somebody say, damn, too many people to hit that goalpost. Let's move it back. We're going to move it back out of the middle of the damn end zone, because that's what they had. They had it in the middle of the end zone, ladies and gentlemen. Go back and look at the old tapes. I'm talking about progression here. Y'all want us to play the game because look at life as a game. Life is a game, right? And at the end, you die. Some of y'all want to go to heaven. Some of y'all want to make sure that your children are straight. Some of y'all want to make sure your children are straight and go to heaven. Some of you don't even care either way, whether your children are straight. Right? I done heard somebody tell, I'm spending all mine. My mother and them ain't need me nothing. I done heard that too. That's wild. Right? And some of you care to make sure that your family is straight, right? And when it's over and the lights go out, it's over, right? That's the game. So the analogy is looking at the game, the evolution of the game, the evolution of humanity, right? The old game with the leather helmets is the indigenous people. Actually, they would have been playing naked, but I don't want to get into that. The helmet, leather helmet, and the goalpost in the middle of the end zone. So somebody gonna hit that on a regular basis because it's right there when you're trying to cross the daggone touchdown. Look at it. Somebody got innovative and say, move it the hell out of there. So they moved it back, and instead of having it in the middle, they move it back but lean it forward. Bam, you know how it go like this now, right? And it lean forward, still in the same space, but out the damn way. Innovative move. Too many people getting hurt running into steel at 22 miles an hour, ladies and gentlemen, on something that's not moving. The leather helmets. Somebody say, man, getting concussions, this is wild. It was a time when they didn't even have helmets. This is wild. So they went from no helmets, the leather helmets, to the goalpost in the middle of the end zone, right? Then they went from the leather helmets to the helmet with a face mask on it, right? And then they went to face mask on it, a little harder shell, less injuries. Less injuries, more protection, no more leather pads, then they go to the plastic pads, right? High level plastics, knee pads, elbow pads, game a little bit safer. Y'all saying that, first of all, once them helmets with the, you know what I mean, they had the one bar. Once them helmets with that came on, the leather helmets was rendered obsolete. Once they put on the first leather helmet, those running around without the helmet was rendered obsolete. Still hanging around, but obsolete. Meaning you're no longer going to be able to compete at the highest level because the highest level has raised its game. The goalposts has moved back. The helmet, the face guard, all that is there. Then there was a time when they went from a single bar and they added a grill to it. Now your eyes ain't getting poked out. I don't know how many of y'all play football, but eye injuries is live and kicking. So now you got the grill on, you got the shell, the comfortability, all that, right? Move up to today's game. Streamline pass, right? High level plastics, all that in the game. If you put a guy out there with a leather helmet and you let him be a running back or receiver, he's going to get broke. He ain't going to make it through the first game. He's out. So that's what y'all really doing. Y'all trying to produce a culture that has been rendered obsolete. Now, there's a lot of lessons to be learned from them old football things. Let me tell you one. So when you didn't have the helmet on, if anybody ever played street ball, right? No equipment. Anybody that know how to play football had played tackle with no equipment. You say, man, that's super dangerous. Yeah, maybe. But what you do learn is you learn not to use your head. Meaning you don't tackle with your face, right? You keep your head up and you tackle with that. You learn that. The kids today don't play a lot of tackle football, right? Without no equipment. So they got the helmet. They using their helmets, getting a lot back to a lot of neck injuries again, right? So there's lessons to be learned from the old ways. Absolutely. And there's things you can absolutely miss from the old ways, and you can bring it forward into the modern times. So we're not throwing it away like y'all think it is. We're studying our past so that we can be sufficient, right? Or proficient in the present and be sufficient in the daggone future. Y'all get it now? Let me do it slow. We study our past, right? So we can understand it. So we can understand where we at, so we can do what we need to do based off what we seen, what happened. And that's going to get us ready, right, for the future. Nobody with high-level intelligence discounts the past and be like, oh, they was just out of date. That's not what science does. Y'all going to find out in the debate what it do. All right? Doesn't do that. And can they miss things? Yes, they can. Oh, we got the first Cash App. Let's see what it is. Let's see who shows some love for the morning show. See what kind of love we got for the morning show. Appreciate the love for the morning show, though. All right. Shout out to Sean for that first Cash App. Good looking out. Maybe I should drop the link again. I ain't even dropped the link. I'm already got there. We dropped the link. So when y'all run around acting like, let me stop saying y'all so nobody don't get offended. Easily offended these days. So that we won't think that I'm saying out of pocket, just discount the quote unquote indigenous cultures. That's not exactly how we do that. Wouldn't make sense. There's things that was created that can be truly upgraded. You don't throw everything out. No reasonable person would even think that way, but that's what they think. But no reasonable person will actually let me see. No reasonable person would actually think that everything that they was doing in ancient times would actually, what we say, all work today. Yeah, you're not sitting like Jesus Christ on a mule, right? Thinking you getting to work on time. That'd be ridiculous, right? That'd be completely ridiculous. On a donkey, riding, think you're gonna get to work on time while cars are driving by you very, very fast. Yeah, that doesn't make no sense, do it? Nah, yeah. So that's basically what y'all promoting right now. Y'all basically promoting trying to move very, very fast on outdated technology. It's not gonna work. Yeah, that's not gonna work for you. Nope, it's just not. And if you think it is, then you think it is. But I'm telling you, that's not going to work. And you can bump your head a few times until you realize that that's not going to work. So I ain't necessarily here to make you feel good, and I ain't necessarily here to mess up your damn morning, but I'm here to go ahead and educate you. And when you listening on your day, right, you should be, if you're in traffic getting to work, man, I think it's proper to hear a good high-level conversation. All right. I think that's proper. I think that's good to start our day out on the level. It's times we got to be on the level. That's where we at. I'm going to pin the link. All right. Yeah, hit the Cash App. How they said, early and often. Show that love, man. And I think the space we in with the misinformation is horrible. And I'm going to tell you why. All right. First of all, when you're armed with misinformation, you looking at me saying I'm a damn fool. Yeah, you like, I ain't a damn fool. What is he talking about? Well, I swear, yo, if you're armed with misinformation, right, and disinformation, you're actually thinking I'm out my mind. Watch this. Let me see what my man say. Let's say. So science proves humans have believing brains, but you think they are somehow going to pick science over believing. Nope, I don't think that. Not at all. I don't think that. But those who are elite thinkers will, right? It's a fight. It's a struggle. That's the struggle. Y'all didn't know that, huh? That's the inner struggle, ladies and gentlemen. Is to conquer your beliefs. That is the inner struggle. Y'all didn't know that? Oh, man, my wife, she stayed out too long. She must be with somebody. Read her mind. I know she might didn't call you back normally. Oh, that's a clue. She didn't call me back quite as fast. Hey, she smell a little different. I'm thinking, it couldn't have been a damn thing. Could have been, when she went out eating some food, maybe spilled a little food on her, right? And you know what I'm saying, may smell a little different, whatever. You know what I'm saying, might just been a little late because the phone, didn't see the phone, music was playing in the car on the way home. But you didn't set a whole set of circumstances, right, on how your wife then messed around with somebody. So that inner struggle is for you to stay cool, stay calm, and figure it out. That's the struggle. That's the war that they claim of good and evil. No. It's the struggle in yourself to control your damn mind. How well you control your mind is how well you will do in this world. Your mind wants to rest. Your mind don't want to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning. Your mind wants to conserve energy. It takes a lot of energy to fuel this brain. All right. Stephen, man, that's some love right there. Appreciate you, man. Good looking out, man. That's real right there. What's going on, Warren? Appreciate you, man. That's love right there. Good looking out. All right. That's love. Appreciate you. Motivated. We'll make it another day. All right. So now hit that link. It's already posted. I know somebody want to jump on, right? We're going to keep the show in fashionable time. I know Smash going to be coming through later on. It was something I talked about. Where we at? I talked about yesterday on, a lot of people were saying, what's up, Islamic Masjid? What it do, man? What's going on, Malik? How you doing? Real fast. I see you, Chad. What we talked about was, we talk about moral code, right? So we had talked about Dan's book for a minute. And y'all know, man, I'm a hell of a critiquer. All right. Never take a conversation that I'm not fluent in, and I already have the answers, right? So there's a certain side of morality that will go here, right? And you know, everybody think they more moral than the next person. I want y'all to get that. What's up? Everybody think they more moral than the next person. I swear, y'all gonna figure this out in the debate, right? So based off where you at, you'll have a person say, hey, that money on the floor in this food market, man, I seen a lady drop her money or credit card, pick it up, let me give it to her. But that same person, right, will download the person's book from a wild site for free. See, we're measuring our morality there. So we already know it's not given through religion, right? It's a personal thing. Trust me when I tell you that. I'm going to say this again. The same people that will say, right, get a lady her money back. She dropped that credit card. Be the same people that download a book for free. That's wild, right? So if we're in a setting, a community setting, right, and people are putting out material, here's the question. If it's just wild material, and you know, I think 99% of the stuff in the conscious community is wild and out of order, right? You say, well, how do you know? Because we already got the answers to the stuff they trying to kick you. It's old and it's late. Trust me with that. All right. And the critiques that I would give on this book is different from whether I feel like I should steal this book for free. It's two separate things for me. I feel like even if the person information is wild, right, you should make a choice whether you want to buy it or not. I don't think you should take that from that person, right? And I don't think you should be mad at me if I say, man, at least pay for it. It costs too much. That's the price you're paying to critique the book. See, once you done paid for it, man can't say nothing, yo. What can he say? It's not illegal. Affluent communities, intelligent communities do this all the time. As a matter of fact, they actually write reviews on a book. And so why y'all ain't wrote a review on the book yet? I know some people that will. See? Write a book about the book and sell the book, and then you don't want them to get the free book after you done wrote a book about the book. Now, would you? Nope. Funny. So it's par for the course, man, to get a thing proper critique, man. And it's also par for the course for the promoter not to actually dug out the people that he's having in the debate. Although you may say, well, he always taking the other person's side against you. Oh, that's what Saul got to do. Of course. I've already expected that. They need the help. I don't need the help. But y'all, wow, if you think you're going to invest some money, right, in a product, the product of debaters, and then dog them out. That's somebody who ain't put no money in it. That's somebody to say to you, oh, y'all all about the money. But yet you go to work because you all about the money. Money ain't nothing but resources, y'all. I just want to keep the conversation right here because that's all part of the misinformation. That's all part of you watching YouTube and seeing what you think you're seeing, right? And out of watching YouTube, you can produce misinformation. It's just wrong. And then once you know it's wrong, then it becomes disinformation because you willfully promote it. So I'm always expecting people like Sarnetta specifically, right, to guard his business, right? To guard the people that's participating in these events. Simple as that. Now he know he can always not take my damn side. I don't take it personal. Not at all. Right? Never take that personal. Now, y'all might say this. Why you always? Come on, man. Come on. As long as I'm prepared, man, it's good. Not tripping off that, man. Right? Good promotion for any events, man. I'm going with Say Cool. That's cool. Most of y'all probably do go with Say Cool. And y'all fly out here with him because I'm going to catch him flying. See, this is what we're going to do. All you got to do is listen. At some point in that conversation, he's going to fly. Ooh. We can hear it. We're going to hear it somewhere, somehow, every round. He's going to fly. He's either going to fly or he's going to have to agree with me. I want y'all to listen for that in the debate. So my point is, we not tripping off of who Sarnetta picks or promotes, right? And we definitely not going to hate on the man's money because that's hating. Let that man do what he's been doing for the last 20 years, promoting debates. Anybody that's promoting an event, don't think they're going to dog out the person that they're paying to do the damn event. That ain't wouldn't make no sense. Maybe they might get them after the damn event, right? But not before. And the fact that y'all think that's cool, y'all wild to me. So boom, that's my last time. Well, I don't know. I might speak on it next time. But I'm simply saying, right? I wouldn't take the man's book. Not saying that y'all did. I wouldn't do it. And I can't stand misinformation. That's what he is. How they said money talk and bull crap walk, man. Ain't none of y'all getting out of here without no money. It ain't no fun. Yeah. So, a point. This new technology. Okay. I don't know what you mean, Mika. Hit the damn link, Mika. What you talking about? She says, y'all need to stop promoting. Has nothing to do with reviewing a book. Oh, I don't know what you mean. I think anything put in the public is up for scrutiny and critique. You need to pay for it though. Right. If we know we in this thing together, right? You ain't gonna not stand a person to the point where you ain't gonna at least, you the man look like us, don't he? And we promote the liberation of people that look like us, right? What part of liberation is that to, run in the bookstore and steal the books? Or just don't pay for it? Like, I don't see that. But yeah, I get, like I said, this the funny part. This one I'm gonna win at, man. Everybody think they're more moral. So I ain't even saying that's a moral decision for me. I'm just saying that's something I wouldn't do. But why is that though? See, this is what we're gonna find out at the debate. Why is that? Why is morality, or why do human beings think that they're more moral than the next person? So there has to be some kind of standard, right? Yeah, but that standard moves from person to person and culture to culture. It is what it is, right? And you can get tricked by that standard because, like I said, we have been trained that the clergy of the most pious and won't do nothing wrong. The nuns, they do nothing at all. That's the way you're trained. That's the way you see it. And they the most dangerous because they could potentially be a predator because they have the mass of God. Don't crack a joke about the preacher. You might go to hell. You're going to be cursed. Don't say nothing about God. Going to mess up your life. I just got fortune. And if I crack a joke about God or the preacher, man, I'm in trouble. They hit me with that sometime. Call you all kind of names Satan. That's what they did indigenous cultures. So they felt like they felt like what they believed was wild. They did that. They felt like that they had no religion. They felt that. They felt like that they had the God. And that's what prompted me to sit back and take a serious look at what God was and what it wasn't. To take a look at the misinformation that was pushing this thing. And so it's dangerous now in our community because they got that AI now. They got that technology now. And people are using technology to promote the lie. A picture is worth 1,000 words. Yes, it is. A picture is worth 1,000 words, ladies and gentlemen. It sure is. And they put those pictures up and they put those words behind pictures, yo. And now what? Now they got you trapped. Crazy. I mean, bananas. With all the misinformation that we've been getting now, that shit is visualized. How y'all gonna get past it? Let me see what we got in the chat. Let me see. One thing about this chat, it get crazy, and then you can jump in on somebody else's conversation and think that they taunting you, and don't gotta be necessarily taunting you. Shout out to Dr. Oyama Yacht, though. Let me see. Big up. Would brilliant ORG say, yo, stop the nonsense, try producing a useful product. What was that? I don't know. Okay. All right, let's see what she says. She says spirituality. Why I keep pulling you up, son? I'm gonna leave you alone. Spirituality versus science, the tree of life versus the tree of knowledge of good and evil. I like that statement right there. Mythology. Y'all in that shit. All right, man. We open it up, man. All right. Man, we close to our hour too, man. I like to do an hour and get in and get out, man. If y'all want to participate, man, you know I appreciate that, right? And let me see what we got in here. Jackson, what you confused about? What you need, man? You normally on kilter. What you mean? What you confused about? The chat will get you out there, though. The chat will be all over the place, yo. The chat will definitely get you out there, yo. Yeah, it'll get you. It'll get you. You will be surprised. Oh man, is you trying to feed it? Is you trying to it's the Blendians? What you doing? The Blendians. Okay. Yeah, I think we should study all history, man. It is a good idea. What y'all think about the statement? Yeah, you're right. It is a bunch of topics being debated back and forth and the thing. That's how I go, yo. You do. So this is a good one that we were talking about yesterday, right? Since ain't nobody gonna hop on hit that daggone link. We actually talked about our African Americans. Watch this now. More related, meaning like had more relations with the Native American population or the Egyptian population. What y'all think about that? That's an interesting one right there, ain't it? We know we had babies with Native Americans, right? We know that most of us carry low percentage of DNA. We carry 20 to 30% European DNA, African Americans, and about maybe 1 to 4 or 1 to 3% Native American DNA. All right, that's a fact. How many babies did West Africans have with indigenous Nile Valley Africans? See, that's the one that throw you off. You be like, oh man, don't say it, right? That's the one to get everybody confused. Now it take high level study to really break that one down. Else you'll get confused. You'll get the Blendians will dive off doing, I told you. You don't understand the data. You'll get the people that's faced towards Africa, right, and make Egypt the whole of Africa, which is disrespectful to the vows of the African nation. I don't know why they do it, right? And they be hounding, what? I can't believe you said that. Look at it like this. It's geography. It's history, time and space. I'm going to say this again. It's geography, it's history, time, and space. So when was the last time West Africans was in the space of the pharaohs of the Nile Valley? And when was the last time, right, that they had children by anybody from the dynasties? Can we prove that? I'm waiting. Mr. Where you at? Said he was going to have that for me. I'm waiting for that. Mr. Rich cussed me out the other day. Couldn't believe. I'm like, damn, dude. Just because I cut you off, I thought that was par for the course. I'll give you a break. I'm going to stay on you, though, Mr. Rich. You ain't in here. I'm going to catch you. You be hiding, yo. I got you. I got you on record now. Mm-hmm. What's up, Zoo? 221? What it do? Scoop, what's up with you? All right, well, we got at the House of Conscience. What, if anything, subdivisions, the known elementary particles of the standard model? You got me. What, if anything, subdivides the known elementary particles of the standard model? I don't know. I thought you had quartz, zellies. Subdivided. The part you talking about the particles? Nah, man. What's the purpose? I wanted that cut. That's not registering to me. Yeah, you stumped me. Yeah, you got me. We're gonna come back to that. Any more questions in the chat? All right. Yeah, it is Friday. Y'all know what it is, man. Chad dove up. You jumped in late into the game. What's up, Mr. Chad? How you doing, brother?
What up, Unc? I just wanted you to talk about the debate a little bit, man. Did y'all iron out all the details about the topic and whatnot?
Yeah. Remember, we at a certain point, man. I'm just letting him have the title, man, because remember, when he got off the last show, he gave a title. Remember, so we're gonna use that. I'm gonna give him all the advantages he wants. All right, and that last title was African spirituality versus science, right? And then he ended it with hold on. What's better for the Black community around the world? What's better? That's the topic. That should be clear. You gotta choose. All that I'm gonna have to do to both, whatever, nigga. If it's to do to both, then I'm gonna win. If it's to do to both, because the spirituality piece is is in your damn head, right? Cultural practices is cultural practices. Your cultural practices, your religion can consist of a lot of things, right? What will move us forward, bro? It's right there in front of y'all face. Like some kind of way you need to promote God for you to be successful. Think about it's depending on what you think about that. Like for my mom, I understand her to be an ancestor because she's no longer here, right? I don't think she has no power. I think that light has been distinguished. It's gone, right? She's out of there. Boom, right? But right, as she nurtured me and raised me over my lifetime, she has imparted me with ideals, with certain sets of wisdom, right? Along with my father, he has imparted me with ideals and certain sets of wisdom that I can always go back to. Now, if I want to talk about it from a genetic standpoint, there are genes that I carry forward from my mother and my father. The way I move my hand, maybe, the way my gesture, maybe the voice, the way my voice sounds, all these things, you know what I'm saying, are in the genes and the variations of the genes, right? So I carry that, okay? But as far as being able to contact them and all that, that's when we've now gotten to the realm of what? Religion or spirituality, one and the same, right? And so do I think accessing the spiritual realm will be more prolific than accessing the natural world? I'm saying that, man, it's crazy coming in there and talking about that. How about both? Or how about both? One is a belief, right? It's there for you in the definitions, okay? One is supernatural, and one is natural. So that I think that's clear. You think that's clear enough? I think it's clear enough.
Yeah, nah, it's clear. I think it's gonna be a super good debate. I think he kind of pigeonholed himself with that last topic. I think if he would have went with the Dio, he probably would have helped a little better because of the both aspect. But yeah, man, I think it's gonna be a great debate. I'm interested to see, because of all the scientific methodology that ancient Africans used. I'm interested to see how that gonna tie in with the spirituality piece. I mean, Sekou, great debater, but I mean, I think y'all gonna slug it out. I think it's gonna be real good.
I ain't slugging out with nobody. I'm like Muhammad Ali, Sugar Ray Leonard, yo. I'm hot. You know what I'm saying? You feel me?
So when you was growing up, was your folks like were they like black, they Christians, like what type of, like, or were they atheists, like how you came up?
My father didn't go to church. He might go every blue moon, Easter maybe. We all suited up. He might go maybe, right? My mother went to church. She was in the choir and all that, but she never pushed that on me. Never. She gave me the choice. Never pushed it on me. You know, my grandmother took me to church. My great grandmother. That's my fondest, my serious memories of church is with my great grandmother to our family church, right? And I used to look at them damn walls and see them white angels and all that. I'm like, damn, it's the imagery. You know what I'm saying? That had me like, it's wild. So imagery is super wild, right? And so yeah, man, the household was smooth. Father, cool dude, but it wasn't all that. Yeah, he wanted to pray together, wasn't doing all that. Nope, never was a serious conversation, yo. My father, you know, this is one that I always bring this up. This is the first book my father gave me. It's right here.
Oh, the American Negro.
Mm-hmm. Yep, old world background. And the funny part about it is people actually think that they wasn't talking about Egypt. He was in his book. So they talking about what they didn't give us. It's in a secret vault called the library. So most time the conscious community be lying, yo. That was always there, yo. This is look. Enid Pratt Library. Edgar Allan Poe, School 1. This is in school, Maryland, Baltimore, Maryland. This book was written in by a guy from Howard University, I believe. Yeah, Howard University, Rayford Logan. And it was written, and when was it published? NAACP. Hold on. It was published in 1967, I believe. Yeah, I think it was published in 1967. So what do you mean we wasn't getting that? It got a whole chapter on African nations. Whole chapter on that. So yeah. What's going on, Sunchild? What it do?
Peace, brother. Thank you for letting me in.
Okay, what's up? What's good with you?
Well, first off, I want to let you know that I'm not a sis. I'm a bro.
Apologize, Sunchild.
That's all right. That's I've been called worse than sis.
All right, go ahead. I apologize. Was it the name? Was it the pink color? What was it that got me? What you think got me?
I don't know, brother. Maybe it's the name. But I do have a comment and perhaps a question.
Go for it.
I think you may have taken the wrong side of the debate, brother, for the simple reason that if we're going to ask what moves us, I think to be moved is to be inspired. And if you notice, the root of the word inspired is the same root as spirituality. I think it's our spirit that moves us, and we are therefore inspired to do things.
Okay.
Also, I'd like to ask if you would agree that the motivation behind science is spirituality or religion. I believe that even the Big Bang Theory, as you should know, was inspired by a Catholic priest. And most scientific endeavors have been, in the West especially, have been inspired by Christianity or Christian believers. If you would, I can prove that with a source. If you would, if you wanted, I don't know how to bring up the information here, brother. But if you could Google scientific revolution and go to Wikipedia.
Okay. Scientific revolution. Britannia, you want me to go to Wikipedia? Okay.
Yeah. If you could bring it up on the screen so I could see, and I'm gonna have you scroll down to the where it says introduction and open that section there.
All right, see where we at. All right, where we at? Introduction. I'm here. Go ahead. Can you see it? Can we make it bigger? We make it bigger. Make it
if you could, please. Yeah, let's scroll down a little bit.
Introduction. Where you want me to go?
Keep scrolling, and I'll tell you when to stop. A little further.
Okay. Galileo. All right. Significance.
Keep scrolling a little bit further.
You don't know what section? Is it in the new ideas and mechanisms, devices?
It's in this section. It's just a little bit further. Let me hang on.
Ancient medieval background when we go up.
No, go back up a little bit. I think can you make it bigger?
Oh, it was already. Is that bigger?
Yeah.
Can you see that?
Yeah, there where it says historian Peter Harrison.
Can you get? Yeah, I got it. Okay. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Go ahead. Read it. Go ahead.
It's rather small for me, but I'll try my best. It says historian Peter Harrison attributes Christianity to having contributed to the rise of the scientific revolution. Historians of science have long known that religious factors played a significantly positive role in the emergence and persistence of modern science in the West. Not only were many of the key figures in the rise of science individuals with sincere religious commitments, but the new approaches to nature that they pioneered were underpinned in various ways by religious assumptions. So I think I can stop there, but the rest, yet many of the leading figures in the scientific revolution imagined themselves to be champions of a science that was more compatible with Christianity than the medieval ideas about the natural world that they replaced. And I say that to say that religion or spirituality has been the mover for science. And I'll say one more thing before I go. I mentioned before of where science is actually moving us. And I mentioned that Stephen Hawking has concerns about human extinction as it pertains to climate change, AI, genetically engineered viruses, and nuclear war. And Elon Musk has also made those concerns with regards to science. And I would just say that in my estimation, it seems like the scientific revolution has led us to the Industrial Revolution. And the Industrial Revolution has led us to where we are today, especially as it pertains to. So you have the scientific revolution leading up to the Industrial Revolution, and the Industrial Revolution leading us to where we are today as it pertains to the difficulties that we're facing with climate change and so on, and AI and so on. But that's another issue. But I would say again, and I'll leave it at this, that I would say that religion or spirituality is the inspirer and the original mover. And I just want to just find out what you think about that.
I don't think nothing. You found that's a guy like that, bro. That was good, man. I think that's where most people would go with that, and I like the way you put that. I appreciate that, man. I mean, yeah, I hear you, bro. You know what I
Okay.
mean? I know what I would say. That good old Christianity, boy, saves us again, man. Oh wow, yeah. Don't tell them. Don't come in there with that. Do not come in there with that. That's all I'm gonna tell you. If you're listening, say cool. Don't you dare come in with that one. Yeah, you're done. Might have a point on why we not advancing, huh? It's that good old Christianity advanced science there. Good old Christianity. So actually, let me shut up. But no, I like that though, bro. I do. My opinion on that is I appreciate you, man, Peter. I read that. Yeah, that's cool. I mean, so you don't think I know the history of science and the history of I mean, Galileo and them dudes was Christians. What that mean? Their imagination ain't had nothing to do with their religion. Not at all. Right? But yeah, man. So anybody getting up here saying that scientists, I'm gonna bring you figures of how many scientists are religious and how many not. Right? What I will give you is this: that the Christians that are scientists, they do not, and you ask them, they believe in God, they say yeah, and then ask them what about it, they don't attribute nothing to spook it, like walking on water. They don't agree to that. They don't agree to man popping out of nowhere. So at the end, by the time you finish with their Christianity, it ain't even Christianity no more. That's interesting. Yep, but that's a good one. You probably got everybody saying, yeah, I know. Ready for that, bro. Yep, that's the best. I don't know why you bought the best piece he got. You bought the best piece he got, yo. Man, you need to put him in trouble. Trying to help him put him in trouble.
Well, I'm a believer that in a debate, you should show all of your sources and all of the information, and it would make for a better debate. I don't believe that you should hide your information and try to win that way. And I think it works better for the audience, and it would be more educational if we have all of the information available to us.
Yep, and then that wouldn't be a Sarnetta debate, then would it? Then that'd be a high caliber Harvard and Yale debate. Gee, I wish. Come on, bro. Like that's right up my alley. But we ain't getting that. We getting a shock'em shit when you fake a person. Come on, man. I mean, how much can I actually talk? Everybody know my stance already. I'm waiting for say cool. Everybody know what side of the house I'm gonna be on. Everybody know that. Juju, Pseudo Killer, Supreme Lion, what's up with you? Gemini, the goddess, what's good? Yeah, but that I appreciate though, bro. So I'm not denying that religious people deny. That's crazy. What you got 4 billion Christians, you got 2 billion Muslims, and so forth and so forth. So you'd be hard pressed to find all the scientists not being believers, yo. But that's not what we talking about. That ain't what we talking about. So if you think that science came into fruition based off Christianity, then why would you support African spirituality? Or let's say this, or Christianity is just as powerful as African spirituality. Think about it. If they was able to do that because of Jesus' price, my God. Now I see why you might got a point there, yo. Mr. Hotep, what's up with you? I'm gonna stop. I gotta get ready to get out of here. Where you at there, bro? How you doing, man? What's good, bro?
Zelda, I do necessarily want to weigh in specifically on the debate because I'm still not too clear on what stance you guys both have. But I did want to ask, because I watch a lot of the let's say conscious community shows. I wanted to ask if you could explain, maybe for me and maybe for the audience, what is the difference between autosomal DNA and chromosomal DNA? Because a lot of times I would hear the people who speak most, let's say, expertly about DNA. They speak about Y-DNA sometimes, they speak about mtDNA sometimes, and then other times they will speak about the autosomal DNA being the primary determining, factor, I suppose, or the significator or signifier rather of how much actual admixture and stuff that you have now, boy. So I'm wondering if you could explain for us what would be the difference between those two.
Okay, the autosomal DNA is a term used in genetic genealogy to describe DNA which is inherited from the autosomal chromosomes. All right, let me pull up a source for that for you. And I just like to make a real point here that nobody should actually be using DNA as a determinative of who a person is, meaning culturally, right? That's a mistake. So yes, right here we come to a good old friend, genealogical DNA test. All right, because that's what you're basically talking about. DNA-based genetic tests are used in genetic genealogy that looks at specific locations in a person's genome. So we're talking about looking at the specific places of the genome in order to find or verify ancestral genealogy relationships. So you're trying to figure out the relationships between organisms, right? With lower reliability, okay? To estimate the ethnic mixture of an individual, okay? Since different testing companies use different ethnic reference groups and different matching algorithms, ethnicity estimates for an individual vary between tests, sometimes dramatically. Okay, let me come right here. Let's see, autosomal tests are also used in estimating ethnic mixtures. So it's just what part of the DNA they want to use to see what that connection is. Yeah, it's just to see what part of the DNA they want to see what that connection is. But even with that, right, you know that you can have a genealogical ancestor, right? She's in your genealogy, but she's not your genetic ancestor. So your great-great-grandmother, right, could be your genealogical ancestor. Like without her, your ass would not be here, but she's not your genetic ancestor. Because the
In other
genes
words,
are shuffled. You get it? Go ahead.
I was just going to ask, in other words, because I don't have enough or any, I suppose, DNA from her participation in my production. So she's no longer my genetic ancestor. That's what you're saying? Okay,
Right.
that's interesting. That's actually
Yeah, I
very
know it is,
interesting.
but there's a reason for
And
that.
then, so well, then, sorry, go ahead.
There's a reason for that. Because the genes are shuffled. Because if you kept getting the same thing, viruses and shit could just attack it and wipe us out. Disease could just overtake us, right? Suppose there's a bad trait in there. So the genes are actually shuffled. It's a mechanism, shuffle, mix, keep going, boom, boom, boom. That's why the conversation we have sometimes is just extra wild. And so really your genetic markers kind of just put you in a particular area. That's it. It doesn't say where you started out at, right? So if I get a DNA test and it say I'm West, it don't mean that I actually started out there. I could have had some people that moved there from another place, right? So yeah, nobody, so anybody trying to do that is wild anyway. That's why Imperial, damn man. I didn't know I was gonna have a question about DNA. I should have kept the book. It's a good book for you to read, yo. You're gonna stop all that. Oh, this person don't got DNA, so they're not this, they're not, they just not. That ain't real. See, your DNA marker don't make you an Egyptian.
The reason I asked you the question in the first place is because I kind of struggle to follow the DNA, let's say, discussions that go on somebody's shows, because I don't really know where to start studying that stuff. I never did biology or chemistry in school.
Start with this. This is important.
Let me write that down.
It's an important book for you. Superior, The Return of Race Science. So a lot of people be practicing race science on you. We having a Nile Valley conversation. You're practicing race science. It's a good one for you. Yeah, it's a good one. Yeah, so yeah, don't let them get you like that. Go ahead.
That just Nile Valley though, because a lot of people, at least who I have heard, unless I'm misunderstanding their perspective, try to let's say box in Atlantic Africans as being specifically from, let's say, Ghana, let's say Angola, let's say Nigeria, the places we call those places today, because of the prevalence of certain Y chromosomes and MT chromosomes in the populations of Atlantic Africans, right? But if, unless I'm misunderstanding you, you could have, let's say, let me just use myself. Let's say my ancestry, the slave that came over that started my ancestry in Atlantic Africa was from Kenya, right? But the descendancy I have from that person is from one of his daughters. So I no longer have his white DNA in me.
Yep.
And then the person who his daughter married had some sort of West African white DNA. And then everybody who they mixed up with since then had West African mixture or Caucasian, or, well, let me just say Caucasian, European, whatever, right? I'm saying my ancestry now would not, sorry, my Y-DNA now would not represent the sum total of my ancestry or even the ancestor that arrived across the Atlantic. So is there any way for us to be able to, besides doing literal genealogy research, is there any other way to track through DNA our total ancestry as a separate from the Y-DNA?
So, all right, your Hubble groups don't change. To get that straight, they don't change. Hubble groups don't change. All right. So, the point I want to make here is the mix-up is this. What makes you a Native American and what makes you a Egyptian or West African ain't your damn DNA, though. Simple as that. Okay? Because that's not the criteria that they would have been doing. They wouldn't have been doing that. That's not what they would have been doing. But when you look at history, watch this. DNA is good for you, right? It gives you approximate areas, right? But you got to match the history up with it, though, right? I'm telling you, because you know that at 160,000 years, bro, there was a bottleneck in the population, meaning that an ice age came through, worm age, whatever it was, and, you know, Africa was super dry, and these Africans migrated to South Africa, and in that particular layer, in that strata, you don't find humans nowhere else. I mean, they was on the brink of extinction, dog. And they come from South Africa to populate the world. Yeah. Yes. Then they come out of that, right, and populate the world. So obviously people went up in the valley and all that. So if you can trace that marker back to 160,000 years, ain't no damn Kemet yet. So you got to be able to put the history with the damn thing. This is what don't nobody want to do. Put the history with it. Once you put the history with it, right, then you can match it up. You need the history. The history is an important part. And people flim-flam and make up history. That's how we know when the African got to the Americas, bro. We're based off of history. Even though we got mixture and had babies with Native American population, we can study the history. We know that at 3500 BCE, there aren't any, as of 2023, there is no evidence that Africans was in America. So we can rule that out for now.
So,
3500
not that I, oh no, definitely not at 3500
right.
BCE.
There you go.
But have you heard, not that I necessarily hold to the claim, but I've heard it from this gentleman, Robin Walker. I'm not sure if he's a doctor or not. They call him the Black History Man in the UK. He proposes that there is an Oni of Ife, that is in Yoruba land, Nigeria now, named Oni Oluwo, a lady, who would have imported corn cobs from, well, he hypothesizes that she must have imported them because Zia maize, that's what he calls it. We only know that it was in, we only know that it was in America at this point in time. This is 1100 AD, right? But she paved the streets of Ife with corn cobs and stones, because she got her, like it rained sometime and she get her clothes dirty or some kind of shit, and she was just like, you know, I can't stand with this, so let me pave the streets,
What
right?
time period?
The
What
point
time?
being,
1100 AD?
11 AD, yeah. That's his assertion.
Oh, that's
exactly.
His assertion. Oh, okay.
So
so that's his assertion.
Yeah.
Right?
So I don't have access to the information that he
get it when you get a chance.
That he has access to, but the book that he makes the claim in is called When We Ruled. So I don't know if maybe you could get your hands on it.
Walter Rodney?
No, sir. Robin Walker.
My fault. Oh man, my fault. Man, Robin Walker. Okay, yeah, I got that. You know the
I
chapter?
bet. So, well, the claim should be in that book. So maybe you might be able to explore it and
Maybe we get him
address
on
the
here.
evidence or what.
Yeah, that's like, but you know how we do it, yo. One thing ain't enough.
Indeed. But, well, actually, I don't know how if it really was, if it could be proven, let's say archaeologically, that it was paved in the time period of Oni Oluwa, and that is 1100 AD, then, well, it is enough, because how did the maize get there? I'm not saying necessarily that they went to America, but they certainly had to.
How they get it?
What did he say?
That's a lot of corn to pay roads and corn.
I would imagine, yeah.
So okay, that's a lot of corn, a lot of big boats carrying all that. Did they grow it here though? Did they get this? So you basically saying they got the seed and they grew it here?
No, I'm not making any assertion whatsoever, except that he says there are corn cobs in Ife dated to a particular time period, right? And so, however the corn cobs got there, if they only existed in America at a certain point in time, 1100 AD, then somehow, regardless of whether or not Africans went to America or Americans came to Africa, somehow they got maize in Ife in 1100 AD. That's the assertion. One more time.
Right. Well, there you go. That's a good one. I don't know in that. I don't know. I'm not gonna sit up here and make up numbers.
But
right.
And then, well, then the final thing I might say regarding the
Go ahead.
One more time.
Yeah, we on our way out. But go ahead, finish your point.
All right, bet. I kind of wanted to ask about your let's say apprehension to the brother Kamji verse, because, well, I can't interpret a lot of the
pseudo.
Let's say source.
Pseudo.
I can't interpret a lot of the sources that he's bringing out because I don't speak French fluently. But it seems to me that he is, if not proven, a certain myriad migrations, intracontinental or maybe infracontinental, I don't know how that works, migrations of African populations from this, well, through the Sahel, either from the Sahel or from Northeast Africa. Sometimes I think he's, one of them at least was from the Horn, throughout pre-Kemetic and post-Kemetic history, pre-colonial history, let me put it like that, throughout pre-colonial history. So a lot of people, I'm not somebody, even though this is my government name, you dig, I'm not somebody who claims that I'm literally descended from anybody who lived in ancient Kemet. I don't know that, so I wouldn't make that claim, right? However, I find the counterclaim to that nobody in the Americas is descended from anybody who came from ancient Kemet is overly hyperbolic. I think it's kind of ridiculous to assume that nobody in the continent was moving, especially since we know they had all of these trade relations. So I don't know. I'm confused.
I ain't confused. Hey, look, Comedy Verse confused.
They got here in the same slave trade, but before they got taken from West Africa, they had interrelations with the whole of Africa.
That's what he's saying. And Comedy Verse has defeated modern science and archaeology and all the experts. So we're gonna give him the Nobel Prize of archaeology. Yeah, he actually did that. I'm gonna let you in on a little trick he's doing. Take a source and he's just matching sources with no consequence of time and space and history. He's ignoring all that. Oh, this pathogen, this virus got it. We're gonna deal with that, but not right now, man. I appreciate everybody coming through, bro. I'm saying, for me, he's a sophisticated guy. He has the terminology down pat. He sounds good. He's one of them guys who use that AI technology. That's dangerous. That's the state of misinformation in the conscious community. Actually starts with Comedy Verse. He's the next level we got to deal with. Absolutely, positively, yo. He's faking you out and he's taking us on a ride, brother. But we got him in the crosshairs, yo. He's definitely up for bid. Trust me when I tell you, we on the case. We talking to the experts, the high level. That's what we doing. We getting together our information, putting them right where we need to be. We not going back, bro. We where we at, yo. We proud to be African Americans, Black Americans. We proud to respect our ancestors, yo. We love them. But we don't want to take no stuff. We understand the diversity in Africa. Light skin, brown skin, based off what everybody's saying, yo, you African and I'm not. That's wild to me, yo. Yeah, the
Nah,
darker you,
bro, I don't
the more
know.
pretty you are. You know how they do
Who's
it.
saying
The
that? Who's saying that, bro?
everybody, come
Everybody
on,
says that
man.
you and I both are black. So how could
Nah,
they say that
bro,
black?
obviously not.
Bro, but like, look at our noses,
think
bro.
about what
I
you
actually
just-
noticed this
what you just
today.
said.
You and I
Think about
have
what
the
you
same nose, bro.
I'm gonna
You and
freeze
I have
this
the
right here.
same nose.
Watch this. I'm gonna freeze this, and I'm out of here. If everybody was cool with me being an Egyptian, then they wouldn't be promoting extra dark-skinned Egyptians. Then they just be saying they Egyptians. But since there's an emphasis on the dark skin color, which it is, right? That's the issue. So I'm saying there's colorism going on here. That's wild to me. Humans don't even work that way. You can't even go outside and look at a damn tree and it's one color green. It doesn't make sense. It's us trying to get our history out of our oppression. We're seeing the history through oppression, through racism, white supremacy. We're not comfortable with being African, ranging in all different skin color. Else we would. They already quit. They say y'all win. Egypt was an indigenous African civilization, and no outside light-skinned dudes made it. At that point, we supposed to walk away.
I'm just trying to ask who be teaching on these platforms that be saying what you are espousing now.
You.
Me? When have I ever? I literally just said you and I both are black. So why would you just say that there ain't no?
Watch this. I'm gonna get you with one question. So the original Egyptians look like me. They didn't look like you.
Yeah, maybe, I don't know.
You with that? Let me hear you
Maybe,
say
but I think they probably look closer to Khoisan.
Don't add nothing to it. I'm saying the original Egyptians look like the Khoisan, lighter skin. That's the original.
I think that's
You good with that?
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Okay, there you go. Then you win. You win the prize.
I don't know why you thought I wouldn't be okay with that, bro.
You know, I just moved you off that side.
I never was on that side. The whole. I'm not trying to extend the show, bro.
No. I'm saying it's YouTube. Person say something, everybody believe. That's the point of the show. How misinformation get pushed on. So I have misinformed the public on what your stance was, and you just cleared it up. That was the point. It's all good. But
I bet, bro.
But the company you keep though.
But again, I'm trying to. I was asking this in a show yesterday. Like, who is teaching? Who's a teacher on these platforms? I don't.
You ain't never heard the word Black Egypt?
Hold on. I don't
They
pretend
don't
to be
mean
a teacher.
light-skinned Egypt, yo. They mean black.
Hold on a second for me, please, Elder. Please, can I have permission to?
I cannot mess with you. I gotta get out of here. I do.
All right, no problem.
We're gonna pull up. I know Smash gonna go on live. He in California. I don't know how he do it. Hey, I appreciate everybody coming through, man. Hit that cash app out the door, man. I appreciate that, man. It was a great show, man. Appreciate everybody, man. Agree or disagree, brother. I actually appreciate you coming on and clarifying your stance, yo. I never want to misrepresent anybody, yo. But the majority of people around, man, they looking for dark-skinned people, dog. As if the Cairo Symposium didn't say it wasn't dark-skinned people in there. Like, I don't, that's my, I'm like, come on, man. Like, Egyptians range in skin color, yo. Like, they start out naked. They lived on the Nile with no clothes on. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. They're affected by UVA rays. It's scientific. Like, it's not a problem to be light-skinned.
Ain't nobody saying that, though, bro. That's the only thing. Ain't nobody saying they only dark skin, bro.
All right, you got me. Hey, with that, he got me. Ain't nobody saying, now we got it. I am Hotep is clearly saying, ain't nobody saying they dark skinned. I appreciate that, man. Now I've been formally corrected, man. With that, y'all, I'm out. Pseudo killers on deck, community skeptics, Black News 102. Shout out to Sarnetta, man, and allowance to grace this platform. Y'all know what it is, man. I'm going to see you say cool, right? Y'all know what the time and date is on that, man. It's definitely going down, right? In a couple weeks, man, September the 15th, 15 days. Tickets are $30, man. Hit that, man. African spirituality versus science, man. With moves us. We ain't going to get all the move was really the spirit and the go. Whatever. Ha ha ha. With that, y'all, we out.